All right, so we're back. Another episode. On this one, finally got the right flanges in. These right elbows with the T3, T4 flange. Those are old ones down there. They're 2.5 inch. I needed 3 inch because I have 3 inch headers. So boom, 3 inch, right? They look decent besides this one. You can see where like the company did like, or somebody did a repair on the inside. It's got like a bunch of pinholes and everything. It's not much of a problem because I gotta come off the side or I wanted to come off right there with the wastegates. So I don't know, but I don't like that at all. That's so I'll probably at least repair that little spot right there where you can see little pinholes and everything in there. But yeah, got the V-band flanges, got the flanges that I got to put on here. So I don't really know what material this is. I don't know if it's 304 or 316 or some 4 series stainless steel. I'm gonna have to get on eBay and look at what the description said whenever I bought them, and then that's just gonna dictate what rods I use, either 308 filler or I have some 309 back there. So, but yeah, just a little update. I don't know how well this video is gonna turn out because I just came back from Florida about a week ago, and I actually cracked the camera on my phone right down where the glass on the camera, actually right in front of the camera too. So it was blurry, but then it cleared up. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, got these chopped down in the last video. So this video is just gonna be welding on the V-band flanges, putting on the elbows, mounting the turbos on there, sticking them on the truck so that way I can get a general idea of where they gotta go. But before I do that, these holes, as you can see, like I had to oblong some of them because cheap eBay headers don't quite fit just right. The holes didn't quite line up, which I'm not mad. They were $95 headers, so you know I couldn't even make them that cheap. The flanges alone would have been more than that. But yeah, so I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna look this up, see what filler rod I need to use, and then we're gonna get to do some welding. All right, guys. So I finished welding up the flanges onto the headers earlier. That is how it turned out. Turned out pretty good. And I did a short little time lapse. But so pretty much this is where the turbo is going to be. I just got to clock this back housing so that way the oil feed and oil drain is straight up and down, like I did this side over here. And yeah, you can see everything turned out pretty a-okay. I'm sorry for the blur on the screen. I cracked my my camera lens. But yeah, so I did that, and then I bought this angle throttle body spacer. I just need to buy some bolts to go to mount it to the bottom, and then some some bolts and some nuts and washers and everything to mount the 92mm throttle body to it. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It looks real good. I'm happy with it. The only problem is clearance for filters. So I think on this side I got like 3.5 inches, and on that side over there I got like 2 7/8. So, and that difference in the gap there is just because of the turbos, because actually that bank over there is the further forward bank. So theoretically it would have, you know, less room. And I did cut it back a little bit further, but I only cut it back further like 1/4 of an inch. So there shouldn't be that big of a difference between there, especially seeing how that's a further forward bank. But yeah, got everything done. So I think that's gonna be about it. The next thing I'm gonna do is start building the downpipe, and I'm gonna connect it to the existing exhaust down there. And then with that, after I do that, then I'm gonna do wastegates. So probably gonna have the wastegate coming off right here on the bin, so that way it's just straight, easy bleed off. It'll be really efficient, hopefully. Same way on this side over here. And then yeah, just gotta connect the exhaust down to there, and that's the old fender wheel headers I did have on there. And then of course I got to move the coils, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to put a coil here and run a spark plug wire down. There's just not enough room. The coil itself will probably hit. So just going to get the relocation bracket, probably going to mount them up here on the support, or back on the firewall, or I might mount them down here on the frame. I've seen people do that, and it looks pretty clean, pretty out of the way. And there'll be a little bit of heat down there, but it shouldn't be too much. The bulk of the heat's probably going to be up here, which I'll need to get turbo blankets and everything. And then I still got to buy this little 4-bolt flange for the back of a GT35 turbo, and then slap it all together. But yeah, there's still so much more. I still got to buy injectors, change that fuel pressure regulator out, because that's for a carburetor that only goes 3 to 15 psi, so I need to buy a different one. Move it off the firewall, so that way it will pass tech at the track. Yeah, Bosch 210 injectors. Then I got to buy the variable valve time delete, the displacement on demand delete, new cam, whole new cam kit actually, because I don't have push rods in this engine. So a whole new cam kit that comes with push rods and everything. And then starter, alternator bracket, alternator, belt. I have the crank pulley already. I just haven't put it on because I got to tear the engine back off. So, or I got to tear the engine back apart, so I just had to take it right back off. But yeah, so it's coming along. And then I got to pull the heads off, get those cleaned. Or actually, I'm just going to clean them myself. And hopefully that don't cause any problems. That chip right there missing out of the bolt hole. But I'm happy with the way everything turned out. And these turbos are pretty light, so I shouldn't need any bracing, I wouldn't think. But I'm just going to do some research. I'm going to read some forums and see if anybody is bracing their GT35 turbos on a 5.3. And I feel like no. But yeah, so it's coming along pretty good. And about the clearance there, so the motor is already all the way back. I know there looks like a lot of space, but the motor mounts themselves are, as you can see, they're maxed out, so the motor is all the way back. So there's not much I can do. And then of course I still got to run oil feed from that right down there, those 2-bolt, that little 2-bolt flange right above the oil filter, and then run the turbo drains. And see, now this is a Gen 4 engine. You can't run 2 drains into the timing cover because the variable valve timing right there on the front blocks it. So they're just going to have to go to the pan. The front of the pan, probably right there. I don't even know where. I actually had to look a little bit harder. But yeah, so that's pretty much the end of that. I'm just going to run to Lowe's and buy some bolts and washers and everything to mount the 92mm throttle body, which is right here. And then that should be pretty much all I'm doing today. And then yeah, I'm sorry the videos are taking so long, but with everything going on now, the shipping on everything is just insane. It just takes way longer. Oh, and I gotta move the my catch can. So catch can was sitting right over here, and it was gonna be in the way of the turbo. So those 2 holes right there. So I might just move it, or I might try and move it over here, maybe. I think that would look good with the brass cap and everything. So move it right there. and should be done with that. But yeah, so it's coming along. The next, like I said, the next thing I'm gonna do is start connecting this. I got some 3-inch pipe. I just need to order some 45, so I'm gonna shoot 3-inch, probably directly off. It's gonna be a little off. We'll shoot 3-inch directly back, 45 down at an angle, and then I'll just put a pie cut or whatever to straighten it up, and might have to angle cut it, I don't know. But yeah, so that's gonna be all for today's video. The next video, like I said, should just be doing pipe. There's some 3-inch pipe there, and then I got the rest of the 3-inch pipe back there that I got some rods sitting in. So yeah, I think that's gonna be all. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, do all that crap, and yeah.